that's really right there at your disposal
Right.
that you don't know how to use, and the data is what have helps you improve your community, and it's also what gets you paid. It's
That's
you're
right.
able to show what you've done.
Yep.
I like the story that he gave in the book when he talks about he lost his first
Yep.
community manager job because he couldn't
That's right.
back up what he was doing, although he was doing everything he was supposed
He
to do.
couldn't prove it was him who did it.
Right. He
Right.
was just doing the routine because he just had to do the routine, but he wasn't going back to see the effectiveness of what he was doing. And I understand he couldn't qualify it. And that's the part we get into.
That's the difference.
Yeah, somebody's going to ask. See, I shrink it down to, the other parts I don't get into right now is all the data because it's going to be there anyway. But I pretend like somebody's going like, I saw what you guys showed us last night. You had that guy Acapella and Jezreel in there. Mario was really passionate. Victor was sitting on the side. And now tomorrow I'm going out about to say, man, that felt good yesterday. He says, okay, tell me, what do you got that's sellable? That can make money. And those people, sellable. I said, now, they're not going to wait for us to learn how to do this.
Yeah, I got to point to y'all. See,
Right.
now when I point to my family, is that going to close the deal or close the deal? Like when I say, well, my people is Mac McAllister and Norman and PMC, Acapella, is that going to end the deal right there?
No, they'll take. You know what they'll take? They'll take P.
Objection, Your
They'll
Honor.
take P. They'll go to P first or Mac. They'll see those two as being potential, but they want to know the data. And if you don't have the data, they're going to say, well, you didn't do your due diligence. So you may have already had the success. Mac definitely has a platform. Acapella has the roundness of everything around it. But the problem is they're going to say, well, show me where this is going to make money and show me the community that you have built. So you'll end up going like, oh, my music, my this. It's like Jazzy's poetry, say, for example, or anything. They're going to just say, okay, show me where the data is. And you're going to sit there going, well, I'm good. He says, well, maybe you wasn't good enough to collect the data.
I'm telling you. See, I'm telling you guys, I'm just saying.
It's going to come.
And don't you want to be in a group where your mind is constantly being challenged so you start thinking like this naturally? In a minute, it won't be so threatening.
Right. Or they'll do this. The part that I always say is people can actually go look at your platform as if it's only apps. They know how to go out and get the data and look at what you've done. So they don't have to come and talk to you first. They actually can say, okay, we've already looked at the profile, we looked at the data, we looked at what he's doing, she's doing, what have you. It says, okay, well, they're all right, but we've seen better. And they will move on. It'll be that
right.
simple. It's like you looking for people on hot music. Don't you do that on YouTube? You go look for a story that has the most views. I said, do you spend your time getting to explain the nature of what you should do first and appreciate people who are trying to get in the game, or do you go look for the video that has the stuff that has the most popular? I said, you do it in that fast. They're not going to get involved in how much we're getting involved in this unless it's a show. So you may be selling something right now, even though you're learning something right now. So if you make it exciting and then you take the leader role, you'll see what's going to happen. And the data is going to be speaking volumes. It's like what Brandy went through with her app where she thought she had 200 people and then found out that 90% was what? Spam.
Robots.
Yeah, it was A.
Yeah, false data. It's not going to work for you. So we're only saying this because, and we agree. I may be working on a show that's Hot Picks or New Sports, but the funniest show may be Acapella, who's involved in this show. So I may have a plan to go after. They're going to say, well, how do you know that this show is effective? The first thing they talk about is you really should go out and look at the places for the stuff that you're doing. So that way you can actually go to them and they can relate with you what you're doing. Just don't have abstract stuff going on. The biggest one, don't have a lot going on because they don't want to be confused. I have 4 or 5 things I'm involved in. He says, I do this, I do this, I do this. He says, you're going to spread it everywhere, right? Well, people are kind of looking very specifically at something. So they tend to say, most people go like, look at me, I do a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
I said, that doesn't necessarily sell. You're asking them to take in a lot more.
I fucked up.
You did. No, you did.
Hey.
No, you did.
I really did.
No, you didn't. No.
That's why we're here.
Well,
No, it's not.
is there any way I can sell the
That's why
video?
we're here. Yeah.
No, it's not that.
Amazon?
No, no. It's all they're saying is pretend like the people don't know who you are. There's always new people. So what are you going to show them first that makes them come in and say, well, this whole thing about community manager is not about you constantly promoting yourself. It's about them being rewarded with following and engaging with you.
Right.
They want to feel the experience, not you constantly go
Like
look
I
at my
said,
stuff.
you forgot who you work
You
with.
forget that
That's why I said
the
about-
social media is about them getting
Right.
involved.
That's
not
why
you promoting
That's what
yourself
we
all the
forgot.
time.
We all forgot that. Like I said, you build a wonderful website and you ignore the people who join.
Right.
That's what the guy said. He said it. He said it, and when he says it, you feel really stupid. He says, "So let me get this right. All the people who already like you, that come to your stuff regularly,
Right.
you ignore them,
Right.
but you spend your time searching at the people who ignore you." I just said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just let it go. Just let it go. Yeah, everybody in
I'll
this
be
room,
thinking about that.
all of us have done it because they'll sit there. I love the examples when they talk about small community. It says you'll be working hard for a small group of people, and it's just you'll be working so hard for that small group of people,
You're listening to
and then you'll
Mario
end up.
The verb is not
Old cat.
minority.
I'm
Well,
sorry. I fixed Mac's stuff.
Right, I knew he was going to do that while we're doing
I
this.
fixed it while we're doing it.
You HTML then.
The part that gets me more is that they say you'll work so hard for that group that really loves you. So say if you have 10 people that love you a lot, and they just every day, sit there and go, "Ooh, man, I like your stuff." You can't wait to go back because they're constantly giving you love. But it's that 10 people, that's it. That's it. So you feel like, man, they own my stuff. I said, but that's just those 10 people, right? That's it.
But
So
the
you're happy.
data enables you to figure that out.
Yes.
Well, the
Yes.
data will allow us
Yes.
to prove we're on the right track.
Right.
And that's what we're going to start. And that's what's so good about this. In other words, we're going to do specific activity. See, one of the things I told Jesse, remember I told you, I said, part of the whole thing with this, Jesse, is it's a study to see how long it takes you to learn it,
Yes.
because that tells you something about the.
How much you can pay, charge.
That's what I'm saying. So I said, you don't have to rush. It's a self-discovery. It's a weird kind of thing. On our level, how long it takes to master something is a measure of its difficulty, which in a way is why you could charge more. It's like why I fix
Right.
everybody's embeds. I used to do everybody's encoding. Everybody who did websites, I did everybody's audio encoding. They came to me. Why? Because I knew how to do every encoding. So they just came here. And they were all smarter than me, right, Vic?
Yeah.
But you get your niche now. I'm fixing everybody's stuff online. Because all my web design cats, all the guys I came up with, none of them could do this shit. None of them. They got, man, I can't get the plug. How the hell I plug the app? We just did Mac. Now, here's the thing, Mac. Take a look at this while we're doing it. When you go to put the picture in, I don't know how you doing it, but stay above this HR. See where it says pointy thing, HR /
Don't touch it.
that means horizontal rule, which actually gives you a bar. That's old time code. So now, if you want to put a picture in, just stay above this. Because what you did is that somehow when you put the picture in, you inserted it in the middle of the code. And this code is a block. See, it starts with object and then it ends with, whenever you see pointy thing / object, it means
so.
end of object.
Yeah, don't do it.
That's the beginning of the object. That's the end of the object. We put in autoplay. Mac stuff works. Hit save. He can now put in a picture. Pie-yow, because we bad mofos.
And
up in here.
they did this. We had to spend time with this at MySpace. That's all we did. It's go
yeah.
into the code.
Right.
And then adjust where we want it.
And just see how you messed it up.
How you messed
You
it up.
didn't have to
but we
learn the code.
No.
I don't know what all that code. Just stay out the way. I know how to stay out the way of the code.
You
It's
don't,
like I could tweak a sample. I didn't do a whole lot of sampling.
And-
I would buy them and tweak them.
Right. And what you were learning how is to pimp your code with what your display is. Then you realize that MySpace may change things. And so if you have a lot going on in MySpace, all of a sudden you come into your, oh, guess what? My stuff ain't there no more. How come the content code is displaying? All these things happen because you're temporarily fixing it. You're spending more time on that. And that's what we end up doing. I said, we're spending a lot of time on maintenance. Maybe we should spend this much time on developing relationships.
That's you guys. By the way, that's why we're changing everything for 2013. The show was being too long.
Yes.
Then it takes a long. So when you look at what we were getting for the show in return, we could get the same return on our time investment by doing a shorter show.
Right.
It was obvious. So we're going for a 90-minute show. We could do an hour show, but it's not enough to do what we want to do. So we're shooting for a 90-minute show and then take all that same other time to do a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. On those days, maybe go out in the community and shoot stuff.
Right.
Make appointments and go by people's place with the camera. We're going to go out, get out, go do new. So I'm saying that's part of what's prompted everything. So we toured, we did a whole, this has been since 7:30.
Yeah.
That's like an hour and a half.
That's more than enough time.
That's a lot of time, you guys. What I'm saying is, Mac, I fixed this tonight. Remember, for Mario fixes shit every week. Y'all come on there. Think of what you need help with, and I will come. We just make it as a show. You're going to come on and tell me what's wrong. You don't even have to come on. You could do it from there or from home.
Yeah. You don't have to
and
come.
I'll fix it on. I just want to, if I'm going to put the time in, remember, that's part of the living thing for all of us. Don't we want to try to figure out how to make shows without taking a bunch of time? And remember, you are a reality thing. If you do the things that we're talking about, it'll augment what we're doing here. It'll actually augment. But the whole thing, like I said, you have to decide whether or not you want to become famous. Now, first you say, but I said, what if famous means rich? I can't make you a millionaire anonymously, really. What we doing? I'm sorry. I actually need you to be. Right now, we got to juggle hats, and you got to be. You don't have to let them see your face, but you have to be a public entity to a certain degree to promote yourself. Now, how you handle that and still be anonymous, that could be part of what we joke. Because I already was ready to joke about Norman. Because Vic already said Norman of the 2 pictures, right? 2 pictures, Norm. 2 pictures,
I'm
Norm.
feeling you, bro.
Norm said, Norm said you got other pictures. I'm just saying, Norm. Everybody was saying, Norman, 2 pictures, Norman. 2, Norman. 2. Nobody gonna talk I'm just saying, y'all. Okay? We want to promote. See, I was going to promote Norman as the story of my mystery buddy. My mystery buddy. See, he said, look at my phone. Norman's going to be my mystery buddy because Norman's not the only one who has the trouble with displaying his public image. That was just real, Mac, PMC. You know what? Okay. Except acapella.
Acapella.
Only acapella, Vic
He's a
and
beast.
I.
Beast
We the
a
only
beast.
ones
That's a beast right
who
there.
want to show something. That's right. Y'all ain't showing shit. Y'all ain't showing.
Well, I just haven't, grown up with that frame of reference.
I got it. Well, look what I had to become Dr. Phil. That's a damn. I got to be Dr.
Famous,
Phil.
you think like movie star or something, but celebrity has expanded in this day.
And you know it's the truth when people bond with you. Remember now, think Jersey Shore, Snooki,
Unfortunately,
all of them. I'm just saying,
Right.
y'all
Famous.
see how people bond the people on these shows.
Honey Boo Boo.
This is Honey Boo Boo. I'm telling. This is the way now.
Hey, let me say this. They
This
got
is the way.
They got a quote in the there's a lot of references in the book. If you ever want to see the example, go to a certain section that deals with Mashable and what they're doing all over the world.
Oh, I love Mashable.
Just go
I've
to
been using
Mashable's
Mashable.
example in the book to see what they're doing when they invite people. They're so beyond trying to teach people and show people. They're going like, we invite people to bring their own creativity in. We have no
We're gonna go
restriction on
get
that.
them too.
That's different.
I'm not
But-
abandoning y'all.
Mashable.
I ain't abandoning y'all, but we are going to the college campuses.
Right.
We about to
Wait.
go to the college, UCLA and USC, and say, hey, call these local colleges. We about to go get us some.
And watch this. Here's something else they say. If you're doing your own whatever, let's just call it whatever, and your communities are there, and everybody agrees, they have a line in the book that says, that's just boring. Don't have a place where everybody loves you. They just said they love you. Well, if they love you, you must be big pimping. Already making your money, so you don't have any complaints. But if you're trying to establish and build a form, he says, if you have a place where everybody agrees, they all say, oh yeah, this is nice, he says, boring. So what are you involved in? See, acapella is music. He's music. So it's a little bit different. So his is a deliverable in a different area. For folks like Mario, myself, it's based on what we know. We have to use our knowledge. we have to have people actually contest what we say or bring a form of discussion in so we can actually say, well, man, let's massage.
That's right.
Let me now contest what you're saying. Make it entertaining what I'm saying to you.
Right.
You have to do a number of those things because people are not sitting here waiting to watch boring talk or people see kumbaya in a room.
Yeah,
loving everybody.
kumbaya moment. Let's go, hey, I like you and I like you.
That's not
and
happening.
I like you, man.
It's not happening.
No, hey, this is a motley crew. Y'all are a motley crew. But look at the potential. I'm just saying, remember what I told you at the beginning. You don't have to do any of this stuff. And you can still do what you're doing. No matter what, it doesn't change the show and the way I promote you. I'm just saying, if you want to do an enterprise related to your things, then you should think about it now. And then also because as you embark upon it, you could do it with us as part of like a show. In other words, you can struggle with the same things we're struggling with together, and let it be part of a show and talk about your struggle. I mean, Norman can talk about how he's struggling. See, Norman, the way I was trying to tell Norman, it's not so much to finish it and get it up because the story is your struggle with it, what you go through to get a track done. See, the producers don't think like that because it's the old days you didn't do that. You wanted to show them the track perfect. Now, people want to see you struggling with the artist. Get out, motherfuckers! I hate you! I hate you! I'm gonna kill you! They want to see some drama.
That's
well, you
right.
should have got me pregnant before the track. They want to see some shit now.
That's
see what I'm saying? They want to see
world, man.
It's a different world, yo. They
That was
want.
crazy. He typed in his website where you could go and see his pictures.
I know, because that comes normal. Because we say, "Norman, be talking shit about me." I'm just saying, y'all are my crew. Think what y'all want. Either way, nothing has to change. I'm just saying, if you want, we will do those extra miles. And remember, we have room within the network to showcase you better. And Jezreel and I are specifically going to be sitting down again, Jezreel, Vic, and I, going over all the elements. I can't wait for the parties. Now I got a reason to have parties again.
Oh, you got a question?
Events.
There's a question being placed on the chat line from DeVoe. Jesse, can you read that?
How do I get into the DeVoe TV? She's asking me.
Well, it's the administrator part.
Like I said, that's why they overconfident. You know that.
DeVoe, I have nothing but love for you. You know I do. You know I do.
I think your passcode is 258-2713. Try that.
She's asking me how to get into her website.
If it don't work, email yourself and tell them you forgot the passcode.
And you know what? They always do this. They always have to ask me how to get into their website. You know what? Let me tell you.
She knows how to get in the website.
Jezreel, I went to look online for Jezreel.com. And I said, damn, Jezreel, somebody owns it. I said, let me see. So I did the little thing to see who owns it. I said, wow, they in the neighborhood, right over there on Orange. She said, that's my street. It's on my street. I said, really? And she said, I said, take a look at it. She says, this says it's you who owns it, Jezreel. She says, yeah, it's funny. I don't remember buying it, but I went to it. I could get in. I want y'all to understand.
Still didn't know it was mine when I was saying
She didn't remember we had bought it. She had told me, and she had sat there in front of me. Well, DeVoe's the same way. DeVoe has DeVoe.tv, but she's still figuring out what part is a website and which part is a broadcast.
No, they're
See, some of them still think when they go to live stream. See, let me just get this. See, just for the slow group. When you go to live stream, see, you go to live
Love you to
stream,
death. Love you to death.
it makes a channel. Okay, so everybody who has a channel, it's actually a live stream. So if you go to live stream, you can find it, usually by typing www.livestream.com and then the channel, like DeVoe, DeVeaux. Now, maybe it'll work. So then that'll go. So no. So it's probably DeVoe TV because I have a logic to mine. Right. Whenever your name is not available, I try your name TV. So that's not there either. So maybe she's Empress. See. So DeVoe, we don't know. I don't think DeVoe has a channel. She may not even have one.
It was deleted.
Oh, yeah. So she don't have one.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. So it's gone now. Mac McAllister. See, like when you type in his, you get a channel.
Mine
See,
pops up too.
Yeah.
You get a channel with Mac. That's Mac's channel that I made at live stream. This is the broadcast that I took and pasted in at his website. Because now my thing was you should be able to watch Mac TV at Mac site, right?
Right.
You don't need to watch it just at Pack Stereo.
It didn't come up, DeVoe, when he put your name in.
You don't have
She deleted it.
you don't have a website. I don't know. I think DeVoe. I think we set DeVoe.tv. Now let's try it.
Point to spoken words.
Let's
or what?
be right. Let's see
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
Because obviously DeVoe didn't try this, right? What happens when we go? Where does the site take us? DeVoe.tv. Let's everybody roll the drums.
Let's see if we
Where do we go? Oh, it takes you to Pack Stereo, to a page I made.
With the
Oh no, but here's something else. Check this out. There is a channel for DeVoe. What did it say? Empress DeVoe TV. Because DeVoe changes her
Emperor.
name, right? So
Every 2
So
weeks.
now, if we go to Empress DeVoe TV, there is that there. Look at it. Wow. So it is there, but because she wants me to keep track of this, like she won't go write down the name of her channel somewhere so she could think it up. That's too easy, right?
It's live
Like, she won't put it in her phone book.
.com/.
She won't type none of that shit. That's too easy. Write it somewhere.
You helped me with my
Put it in
channel,
put
too.
it on a piece of paper. Stick it in your wallet. Whatever it takes for you. Like people come in, can't remember their medicines. You write it on a little card and say, "Put it in your purse."
DeVoe talking?
What? She got her
So,
own?
so she has her own shit, but she didn't even know. So
Oh, man,
don't
I need
please
to
don't
come
ever
get it
ask
in.
me that again, right?
Come get
Never
it in.
ask us again where your channel is.
Look at she's already arguing at you.
Look, she's already arguing. Look, what the hell is wrong with you? You supposed to keep track of my channel, damn it.
Yeah, don't ask me a
Or
goddamn
pray
yeah.
to somebody.
She's
Look
talking
at that,
back.
look at that shit. I know that looks like she's talking to me right there. Look at
I ain't listening to you.
Mario, shut up.
Mario.
Ah, choke you out, you son of a bitch. Hey, but you guys,
She's working those shoulders.
But isn't
DeVoe.
that a great reality show, though? Isn't that an example, right? I'm the ogre. I get to be myself. I get to be the ogre and fuss at y'all, and that shit is funny. And y'all get to call me names. In fact, Vic will do a side show where y'all complain about me.
I love it.
See,
I love it.
so
I
this
think-
is part of the, because it's the truth, right? I mean,
It
I'm
is.
not on the wrong. Is it? I think our interaction with each other
is what works.
I think that's what works.
Works.
I think that's the charm of it.
Don't come in and
Yeah.
then taper yourself down and hold back, because the part of the reality is that you're supposed to bring it that way, because the people that follow you will side with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Against Mario or versus
Mario
me
picks on DeVoe.
or whatever. They'll side with you.
Right.
What you got to do is bring your people there to stand behind you and say,
Right.
you have to come in and go, man, watch me handle Mario. Y'all need to chime
Just
in.
like-
and just Jazzy has to do the same thing, or to Victor.
Right. Because Vic, like Vic, I said, it wasn't just us who said, now Mac don't tweet shit, right? Because I heard a commercial. Somebody heard a commercial Mac did. Twitter is the key to online. Somebody said, well, I ain't seen just Mac. I ain't seen a Mac tweet. Actually, have I ever? I said, I don't know. I said, he and DeVoe are in a contest. He and DeVoe have a contest to see who does the least shit in social media. It's who can ignore Facebook and Twitter the most. Now, Max was kind of leading.
Until DeVoe stepped up. DeVoe's getting busy though, man. She's trying to get
And
busy.
PMC's getting, I'm just saying, Mac is ignoring all of that. I'm just saying, I want that demographic, right? I said,
Right.
Mac, go get them old folks now. Go get them old folks. Get them now, Mac.
PMC had the same question, DeVoe.
I'm just saying, why ain't DeVoe? Look at this. She got all the hottest shit too. I built it all for her. Look at all this nice old pictures and shit.
Yeah, you did mine too, I think. No, you did some of the
yeah,
videos.
Yeah, see, well,
Yeah.
here you
He was
guys.
always ahead of
Remember now, if we do it together, right? And if I think it's already the reality show of me fussing with y'all, but remember, if the show shows you striving and doing what you do too, I think that's a story. I really think that's the story. I think my people are a story. I really do. I think, and you know what's so funny? That's what he was saying in the book too. He said,
Yeah, he sure did.
go look at your people.
They say,
You
watch.
got your people right there.
They said-
Include them.
They actually went and talked about people who come in and are really kind of contesting. They're anti whatever you're doing, whatever. He says the first thing you want to do is go like, I don't want them. Can we get them out? He says, no, you don't understand.
That's
they
how I
they
feel.
will add value to you. I was going like this. I said, what do we lack here at Pack Stereo? I said, most of the personalities are tapered down. Everybody's kind of holding their own. I said, but I know these people. They're gangsters outside the studio. I know what they do. I know how acapella rolls. I know especially Jezzy. I know how Jezzy rolls when she has to have her opinion. Well, when Jezzy has her opinion, she waits till it gets on New Sports and Hot Picks,
I
and
know.
then she
Then
comes
she
out
gotta
rolling.
come in. You
I
can't
got
stop.
this. I'm not following anything you saying. I got this. I said, can you bring that all the time, please? And just do it with a smile.
I tell you this much, I was trying to figure out how to block this girl from commenting on my wall because I don't like what she's saying.
You might want to run with that.
Yes.
See, don't you start thinking different? Say, bitch, what you doing? Yeah, get some shit going.
Don't be running through my damn picture.
Yeah, what's this?
That's not helping my
Wait a
guru
minute.
image.
Yeah, well,
I
see,
mean, you could. Well, hey, the point is
+1.
to deal with
Yes.
it, right? I'm not. Hey, we not telling nobody what to do, but we telling everybody what to think about.
Right.
At least deal with it, whatever way you want to. Like, you don't have to do it. Like as I said, Norman, as you look at this book, it talks about the ways you can promote yourself. Acapella the same way.
Mac.
It approaches you, Mac. You know Mac. PMC. And then you'll have more specific stuff for me. And remember, the good news is that you know I got your back. The one thing I can make sure we can put stuff up. And I'll always help y'all with that. I'll help you put the stuff up. I'll help you troubleshoot. I will do all of that. I will do that on an ongoing basis, whether you do it or not. And that information is free because that's in the spirit of.
Right.
It's just that I know part of this whole journey, and I said this from the beginning, the whole journey of internet television, it has nothing to do with me or even it's about the revolution that exists for the common artist person. That's what fires me up, to be able to run shotgun on that kind of revolution. It's a leveling of the playing field. That's why I want to give it to you. I don't care if you outrun me. Go on and outperform me. I will sing your praise. Okay?
We got to help Norman.
I want you to get out there, you guys. And the thing is, maybe it is we are the leadership. Remember, when you look at the old documentaries, the people who are making history never realized that they were making history.
Right.
What if this is the new coming of the revolution of internet television?
is.
And what if it's y'all
It is.
who's doing this? That's what I'm saying. I take it seriously. I think it's possible because no one sees what's coming. It's only us who are doing it like this, and we black folks. Come on now, so celebrate.
I'm African American.
I just love
I'm
it.
Jamaican.
I'm black.
Well, and not all of us are black, but we still represent minorities of all types. Brandy, single mothers. You know,
Right.
you got Mac,
Right.
73 years old. I mean, PMC, bald people from Pittsburgh,
That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
beat makers from Pittsburgh.
right.
I'm just kidding.
You the nicest one to
DeVoe
PMC.
spoken word.
Well, let me ask.
Earth mothers from Los Angeles.
Let me ask the question here because we're going through it anyway, and since everybody's now relaxing on it, because part of it is that the more you relax, this becomes a better platform. And you don't have to answer this right now. Norman, you said you don't like reality TV, so why are you involved in anything that deals with reality? You don't have to answer that, but then you have to be able to say, well, why am I participating limitedly in this?
It'll sell his
And
records.
so you all you're trying to do is say, I really don't want to throw in as much because of all these factors. Well, then give us all the reasons why you're doing what you're doing. And you can just follow up. We can do this tomorrow. Morning coffee. See, the whole point is this. I'm sitting up here saying this. Before you get out there and put your stuff out, you have to be able to be the person that makes a decision what you want to be. Most of us want to be loved first. We really want the easy side. And I said, that will happen organically. It's going to happen for whatever mission. But you got to tell people who you are, why you do it. And most of the time, we don't ask why. And then when we do why, everybody goes like this. I'm trying to make some money. I said, well, yeah, everybody's been doing that. That's what makes the world go round. But why you are doing what you're doing. So when Jezzy sits there and says, well, I'm going to be the baddest community manager, I have to compete with the corporate model who has people all day on disciplines going like, I give orders, I give direction, and then I inspire. Well, you have to motivate people. And if you don't know how to motivate people, and they'll tell you in this book, because Mario already taken his role as being the ogre, but they tell you right offhand to build your community, you have to be likable. If people don't like you, they won't follow you.
You have to be just charm them.
Yeah. You don't, if you're not
Charm 'em
liked,
now.
they're not going to follow you. Now, if you want to be hated, they'll give them a reason to complain. But you can't be neutral and safe. Not in this world. Not in what we're doing. You got better players.
That's
already
boring.
doing it. Yeah.
People like me.
How many?
I know you like
Everybody.
How many is everybody?
Everybody.
What do they like?
My personality. My realness. My directness.
See, everybody's talking shit.
Right.
They like me because I'm kind and loving,
Right.
and just loving,
They like
loving
me
black
'cause
man.
I say it like it is.
How many-
Like me, 'cause
how
I'm
many
a
people?
charmer.
Wonder if everybody that
Why
liked
they didn't
them.
like your rack?
I wonder if yeah.
I'm a
think about it.
swindler. I'm a swindler, right?
Right.
Right.
Wait a minute. Everybody likes you. How many of those people are online
Well, that's okay.
actually telling you that's following you?
Nah.
I haven't reached out to anybody like that.
See, there you go. About to happen by February 1st.
Wow.
February. Hey, the whole experiment too is number now. I'm looking how what Vic and I are going to do, what Jesse's going to do. We're going to have specific things. We'll talk about it. So I'm suggesting again, everybody think about it. We'll be here next week. It won't be this long a show, but we can talk about these things again. This is part of the show. One of the shows. Tomorrow, 7:30, Mario Fixes Shit. We'll sort of be talking about some of the collab stuff, but it's really Mario Fixes Shit. But we will just briefly go over collab plannings for the new year. We will do some planning, discuss what you guys want to do for the new year with the collab project. And so that'll be 7:30 tomorrow, and we know the show tomorrow morning. Okay, you guys? So think about this for next week. Look at the stuff. Remember, I'm willing to help you. The idea is I want to integrate all of what you guys are doing in an ongoing way with the channel. Some of you are already doing stuff. Like I said, we already feature Acapella. Acapella's got the most full. We give him really the most time.
Yeah.
He has a full hour. He's the only
Constant.
one.
Yeah.
Because it is that he has that
is.
good stuff.
Right.
You know about Mac. We used it at the pre-show too.
Yeah.
And we're trying to promote Mac. PMC's doing PSAs and stuff. It's just PMC. You think about what you want to do. You could be community manager. Once you read the book, or at least the first part, the workload of the community manager will seem more reasonable, especially if you remember it's doing it to promote self too.
Right.
But PMC could also get him a Ning site, and if he did, we would tell him how to promote and use that.
Yeah.
If not, think about right now. Jezreel's going to be community managing the Morning Coffee,
Right.
and hopefully, ultimately, the PackStereo.com too.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
Lot of
getting ready
work.
to take you guys out. Keep it locked. Don't you go nowhere. You're live on PackStereo.tv. Last but not least, do I got to bring that heavy ass Mac tomorrow? Man?
Yeah. You want it to work?
Why don't you just leave it here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Technical shit.
Because I was going to say,
Coming up.
Matt, we were actually going to hook it up and show them how to have.
Right.
So that's a nice piece of the show tomorrow.
That's right.
Because I don't have to do Mac, so I will get stuff done. We will get it done. We'll
Right.
get stuff done a cappella. So you could leave and we'll do it tomorrow night
If you want.
if you want. It's up to you.
But when you bring it, don't bring it at least a half hour before.
Yeah, exactly. If you're
Yeah,
going to
half
bring
hour
all
before.
that, he walk in with a giant box and crates. And,
No, it's a bad. It's a bad
You hear
computer.
the track backing
Oh,
up.
no. Oh, it's pimp. He's got the works, but it's just
Well,
no
he gets
idea.
the idea because remember, when we fix the stuff, he see this is acapella's natural thing. He gonna hype it.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna
Yeah.
hype his
He's
show.
good at that.
He's supposed to.
He's good at that.
And
Change
he-
the files in
yeah.
the back from MPEG to MOV. The shit will work right. I thought.
Before we go to, Norman wanted us to take a look at his website. Was look good. This is his second picture. That's two, Norman.
Come on, Norman.
He said he has more pictures.
I have one. I have another one that's like a waist length picture. I'm just saying, either way, it can still be the story. Like I said, think about it. Remember now, we can make a reality show out of the fact that no one knows you. Remember that?
I think it's an improvement.
Yeah, but the point is, the whole point is I'm not trying to make, y'all know I care about you. I'm not trying to make fun of you. But I think it is already a reality show. And it's already interesting that we have all y'all characters. Y'all damn. You know what kind of, this is a crazy group of people.
I can't figure you guys out.
I love it, y'all.
What, Norm? Congratulations, one picture per year. I like it, dude. I like it. I do.
That's not the picture he was talking about. I mean, he couldn't be.
Why not?
Because that's the same as the other one. He was
Like
talking
I
about
said.
he had more
Norm.
pictures.
Okay.
Photo gallery.
There's only, Norman is an enigma. He's an enigma.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
It's time to go, ladies and gentlemen. You've just been listening to the sound of Victor Allen, Mario, my main man. You know me as Acapella the General. Last but not least, the beautiful, sexy lady. So you know how we like to massage you on the way out. Kick your feet up and turn the water off.
There you go.
Full of our hopes and dreams and plans. You came and gave to me your everything. But just as quick as you came, it seems you're gone. Now could it be something I did wrong? Oh baby, please, I need you next to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back. Come back. Oh, so baby, come back to me. Come back to me. Baby, come back. We were supposed to touch the sun. We were the two turned into one. So how do I live this life with you gone away? Yeah, 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 yeah. Now too many nights have passed me by, and too many mornings fill my eyes. Still wet with the tears that I cry for you. Oh, come back, baby. Yeah, yeah. Come back to me. Come back to me. Oh, so baby, come back to me. Come back to me. Come back, baby, come back. Yeah, yeah. I once believed that I was strong, a man afraid of nothing. I had the world inside my hands. That's what I told myself. But now I see that I was wrong. The truth is I have nothing if I don't have you. So baby, come back to me. Come back to me. Come back. So baby, come back to me. Come back to me. Come back. Now too